Hello? Oh, I see. It goes with lag. I hear it with lag from my end. Well, um, so today what I was thinking on doing was going over my Quarto presentation for my dissertation defense, which is going to be this coming Tuesday. And I thought maybe using Quarto, or at least trying to use Quarto for that purpose, would be a good stream. Dr. Kulas, he had to go, he's in PsyOp, the Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology, and he's at a conference there in Chicago. So today I'm taking over. I'm not sure if he'll join later. We'll see. But yeah, let me share screen and go over this. Okay, so this is just the presentation from last week. Let's now go here, up here in the right corner, and change projects to dissertation. Oh, okay. So I guess now I would have to go here, uh, Quarto Presentation, and create a new one. Let's call it Defense, Author, Me, Diego, and I guess PowerPoint. Okay. Maybe I should do HTML, huh? Yeah, let's do this because you can view it in any browser and you can print to PDF with Chrome. So let's do that. And there we go. Let's just render this to see how it looks. Oh, I have to say, I'll call it Defense Presentation. It's a QMD. Okay, so there we have it. Looking good already. And okay. Let's see what the source looks like. Huh. So you only need to have it like in our markdown format for it to show up. Let's see. So I have my proposal defense, which I just did it on PowerPoint. And I'm going to take slides from there and put them here on the Quarto presentation, if I can find it. Where is it? No, here. Okay. So instead of defense, I'm going to call it the name of my actual dissertation. No, not there. There. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a big title. I'm going to open another RStudio where I'll have the stuff from like the presentation from last week. That way I can kind of use that to as a reference to figure out how to change the background and the font, stuff like that. There, live streams. Let's go down to April 9th, April 12th. Here. And let's render this. So Dr. Kulas here has a bunch of these parameters. I guess this is what controls the format. So let's just copy and paste that there. We probably won't be using most of it, like the logo. And where did he put it? He put it under author. So let's do that. There. And then logo, we won't need a logo unless I add like the Montclair logo, which I might do. Let's just see what it looks like now. Oh no, it's an error. Duplicated mapping keys. Oh. Well, it doesn't like this, so let's just remove it. Oh no, it doesn't like that either. Okay, I don't know what that is, but let's remove it. Mouse wheel. Okay, doesn't like the mouse wheel either. Huh. Maybe something to do with I need an extra tab or something like that. Nope. Well, it doesn't like the mouse hover. I guess this is redundant. Maybe that's the mistake. Maybe I have to add inline codes. No. Oh yeah, the logo, of course. Huh. Should I add the Montclair logo? Nah, I'm just gonna comment this out. But I'll leave it there in case I want to add the Montclair logo. Okay. some file that it's not reading. Not file. This is gonna file specified. Okay, which file? Add. Maybe I have to install something before. I don't know. Well, I guess I'll figure this part later. There, this one at least renders. Okay, let's work then on the first slide. So my first slide, just introduction. Let's see, let's put it here. Introduction. And here, I should maybe add bullets. And maybe 2 columns. I think that would be neat. Like here, yeah, something like this. What is all this stuff? Let's see. Well, I wonder if those emojis are going to even render, because I think he's using some kind of package or something for those emojis. Oh no, they come with Quarto. Okay, that's good. Rolling eyes. And then on the second column, what I want to do is add the image that I have here. So let me save this picture, and I'll save it here in this dissertation folder. I'll call it intro pic. Okay, and now to add it here, there, here. Okay, so I just put it at the bottom. Image, but it's going to be intro pic, and it's PNG. Let's see if that works. Hey, where's my image? Oh, it's not in the... I should probably create a folder actually for it. Hey, where is it? Okay, probably spelled wrong, the PNG or something. Maybe it's PNJ. Okay, like that. There we go. Okay, looking kind of good for now. And yeah, I have to work more on the bullet points, but I'm gonna need to think about that for a second. So I'm just gonna leave it like that and move on to the second slide. I'm not gonna take everything from my proposal because my committee already knows a lot about a lot of this. So I guess I'm just gonna pick the most important slides. Because this one's kind of important. The distinction between, yeah, I'm thinking on just putting these slides together as one. Yeah, just call it benefits of ML. Let's go. Benefit over regression. Let's create an image folder here, so we don't have, so it's not so crowded. Let's see, new folder. I wonder if Dr. Koulis is here, but I haven't invited him or something. Oh. Okay, so let's now do the same thing here. Oh, it puts it in a different color. That's good. There. Probably a little bit too big. Let's see, height, width, top. Maybe we make it more to the top. Then let's just see how it looks. Oh, I messed up. Yeah. Go. Okay, it doesn't like that. Why not? Oh. and I'll go back there. I'm actually gonna put this more towards like the top, so let's just put like 20 here, so it's right at the top. Probably gonna be too much on the top. Yeah, a little bit more down. So let's say 40. Even more down. Let's put it at 60. There's perfect. And now at the bottom, I'm gonna add the images that I have here describing the garbage in, garbage out problem. Yeah, I think this one's the better one. Second column. Okay, now we just do the same thing. I'm gonna type it. Okay, top here is gonna have to be like 270. And then everything else just the same. Minus 120 here. Width is equal to 550. And height 325. I think that's good. Okay. Not looking its best. Let's just change. We don't need this many bullet points. Let's just put yeah, benefits of ML over regression. And then these, I guess we can just remove them. Yeah, we only need like 2 bullet points, and I'll just explain them. Geigo problem. And I'm gonna change it. No emoji. And this, we're gonna have to make it longer. We're gonna have to make it not twice as long, maybe a third. Let's make it, I don't know, 850. Okay, now it's too tall. Let's make it top, I don't know, 300. Height, let's make it a little bit shorter. Let's make it 300. Okay, let's go to 400 then. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, let's move to the next slide. This is a good slide. Yeah, let's create a slide about this. Parsimony and sparsity. And I guess here would be a good moment to like fade, like to add an object on the same slide. But I forgot how to do that. Well, for now, let's just save the images. Save as picture, and let's call this one parsimony. Let's put here, why use this? Now down here, we would see the image. Parsimony. Let's go. Yep, that one. Okay. Oh, Dr. Coolis is calling me. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Well, I am back. Dr. Coolis will be joining us in a bit. So yeah, I was just making this little slide here. Should probably add this to second, uh, the first column. I mean, um, or even better, not use columns at all. Just remove all columns. Just leave it like this. So yeah, now we have a new guest. I'll put the little thing.
His heart rate is getting dangerously high.
Hey, hey, what's up? Here's
That's
the
that's
guest
awesome.
guest to your own stream.
You're echoing. I don't know why, but that's awesome.
Echoing. Huh.
Yeah, it might be a tab. If you have the YouTube open as well as StreamYard, that might be why it's echoing. Oh, you can see my unmade bed.
No, but I don't have it. I don't know why. Maybe I have to remove.
Well, you're not echoing now. Well, no, it is actually echoing now. Oh, it's me. It's me. I'm sorry. I had a tab open. We should be good now. I'm sorry, Diego. You can add yourself back in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think it was me.
So yeah, I was explaining here how to create my dissertation defense presentation,
Yeah.
but apparently the overlay was over covering our studio.
Yeah, I did that the first probably couple of sessions that we had too. It's confusing figuring all that stuff out, but it looks good now.
Yeah. So I was just basically getting my proposal, the proposal presentation, and just adding a few slides into the defense now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of heard a little bit. So you're doing columns. You were thinking about just how to organize it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Um, so here, this one I guess should go more down. Where is it? The top now. Let's put it 400. Well, that might be too much. 200. Um,
Yeah, those curly brackets with the absolute modifiers. Those are fantastic ways to control where those images go on the slides. Yeah, 400 seems to be like a left and right. 400 seems to be a big number. Up and down 300 seems to be a fairly big number, if I remember right. It's been a while, so.
and now, I guess, for it to, now if I click on the on the thing, it will show me the next image,
You want to,
without having to create another slide that's just a replicate.
yeah. So you want to maybe increment, so show one image and then another one on the same slide.
Yeah.
So I think you could do that in bulleted lists by using what are called fragments. But what I've been doing, and I don't know if this is what you want to do, but what I've been doing is doing tabs. So you can put each of the things you want to reveal in a separate tab.
Oh.
If that works. Or if you want to try to do incremental reveals, we can try to do that too. I know it works in lists. I'm not sure if it works with images. So it's whatever you want. If you want to, you tell me what you think you want to do, and then I'll help you try to find the way to do it.
I think an incremental image will be better.
Of course, you want the more difficult thing. So can we just, I think it'll be easy if we overplot. So is it okay if we put the image on top of this one? Can we do that? Just
Yeah.
stack them? Okay. So then you should be able to, let me minimize this. Let's see. There's always a couple ways to do this stuff, right? So I'm going to do a little searching here. Let's see how to do fragments. It's just a fence. So actually, maybe try that. There's a bunch of different fragment options, Diego. I think I'm going to put in the main chat, I'm just going to put a fully fenced div. I put it in there. Again, it doesn't come in stacked like it will in our script. So those 3 colons, curly brackets should be the first line. Then the middle bit is whatever you want. In our case, it'll be image. And then the end colons are the end of that bit.
So it'll be something like this.
I can't see it because it's really small, but I see you doing a layout fragment. What I'm thinking is, let me try to maximize this. What I'm thinking is, oh, I see. Yeah, so what you have on line 50,
Here.
if you just do a hard return before fade in, then out. So hard return after your end curly bracket. There you go. And then hard return after then out. So, yep. So that little bit, maybe just run it and you can see what it looks like. And you can see how we might be able to replace. What I'm thinking is instead of fade in, then out, we could put an image in there. And then we just keep doing fade in, then out and see if we can do multiple images that way. So that didn't work, but I think it didn't work because you have those 3 colons on line 49. Yep. So see how that.
Oh, I see.
So you're going to want to, instead of fade in, then out, you're going to want to put your image in there.
Now here I would add the other image. This one.
Okay. I was thinking, excuse me. I was thinking you do that for each image. That's why I did the fade in, then fade out. There's multiple ways to do the fragments. And maybe you don't want fade in, then out. Maybe you just want fragment, but let's see what it does.
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
That's going to, okay. If that works for you, maybe try, because if we're just doing 2 of them and you're doing them this way, you probably don't need the dot fade in, then fade out. You probably just need the dot fragment. So maybe take that dot fade in, then out off, and let's see if it works. Okay, so it's doing the same thing, right? So that fade in, fade out is going to be useful if you have more than 2, the way you structured it. So if you had consecutive images following after that second one, then we might want to use it, but we don't need it if you just have 2. Also, if we're just over plotting on top of the old one.
No, I think this is good.
You can hide that thing you just dragged. You can hit the hide button and it'll go away if you want.
Which thing?
The stop sharing white thing at the bottom. Don't hit stop sharing, but to the right of stop sharing, it says hide. Yeah, it just goes away.
Okay. So let's see now the next slide.
Oh, so you already have slides in PowerPoint and we're just transferring them?
No, this is the proposal.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I'm just getting a few of them, not all of them. Because now we should just go to hypotheses. I don't know. I don't know if I want to save each of these like as an image.
What I do for stuff like this is I will snip it and save the snip as an image and then just present the snipped image in the reveal document.
Oh, okay.
That works. I guess unless the background bugs you, it's gonna look like a gray cross, but that's, I don't know, it doesn't bug me. And I guess I'm gonna be there. So if it does bug you, I guess you could just change the background of that PowerPoint slide to white.
Yeah, that could be good. Or just remove the background. Oh no, there's another background behind the background. It's like a Scooby-Doo mask.
It's like a what mask?
No, in Scooby-Doo they have
Yeah.
inside a mask, inside another mask.
Yeah. Well, they miss you here at SciOp, Diego. So
yeah, I wish I could go.
There's a bunch of Montclair people here. It's been fun.
Oh yeah, it's always fun. I'll probably go next year.
Yeah, hopefully. The Career Center doesn't seem to have, well, I guess that might be different. So some of the people were looking for internships, and it sounds like the Career Center doesn't have a lot of internships. It has probably stuff that's, I'm just rubbing salt in the wound now. It probably has stuff that's more appropriate for you, someone that's just finishing and looking for more of a permanent position.
Well, I could always just send my resume to the career thing.
Yeah, I mean this one isn't asynchronous, so this one it kind of moves in parallel with the timing of the conference itself. So I think they'll probably fill the positions that they need over the course of these 3 or 4 days.
When I went last year, they told me to send them the resume on the portal that they have for PsyOp.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, then why do I need to come here? I could have done that from New Jersey. I didn't have to come to Boston.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons to do it is, I think it's still nice to meet people in person.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not going to get too fancy with these slides, huh? You're not putting any interactive graphs or videos or anything super funky anymore?
No, well, for now, I'm just putting the most important stuff and then I'll work around and add more. But I was thinking for the results and adding that large table.
The one from your paper, the APA formatted one?
Yeah, and maybe make it like a Shiny app so you can filter by the algorithm or by sample size or number of variables.
I love that idea, Diego. You can do straight on the slide and keep doing what you're doing. But I think DT tables, I think, is probably what we want. We should be able to just read that table in as a DT table, and it'll automatically be filterable and sortable and all that stuff.
DT table?
Yeah, you keep doing what you're doing, and I think the package is DT. But I'll look it up while you're doing the non-fancy stuff, the more important stuff. There's a couple of different interactive table options. Yeah, it's just DT. Capital DT. And then the function is data table. So I'm going to put it in the chat, Diego. I know you're doing good stuff now, but if you just want to play around and see what it looks like on a example slide, you just load that library DT, and then you can run it on one of the canned data sets like Iris. You'll need to do that in a chunk. So that'll need to be a chunk. So maybe knit the entire slide deck, and we can see what that looks like. And you can get, you can change how many rows are displayed, but that should be filterable. And so you can read in one of your tables, save one of your tables as a CSV, although those probably are saved as CSVs or as table objects in R.
Mine, yeah.
And we should be able to just replace Iris with that object, and then it'll be your stuff. That's it. These functions and these packages are so slick with that stuff. Imagine how much time it would take us to create, write a function to do that. And this is literally less than 5 seconds. Just, oh, there it is. Super nice. Can you hear me okay? It's probably better than normal, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, I'll write it summary table.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Are you doing this slide deck in the same folder space as your dissertation?
Yeah, same project.
Gotcha. Yeah, that should be really simple then. Do you want me to look for any modifications to that standard default table, like number of rows displayed or number of columns or anything, or do you just want to go with what you got?
Yeah, it would be nice if it could be filtered by a number of like sample size and number of variables, model.
So the neat thing about those tables is they'll read in the variable names will read in as column headings in the table, and you should just be able to click those column headings and it'll automatically filter for you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, should. Man, we'll see.
Okay, let's see what it looks like. There we go.
So pop that out and see if it filters like you want it to. Well, it's not gonna be able to show as many entries as you probably want because of the restrictions of the slide. But if you make that slide presentation bigger, Diego, it should be like if you hit the little icon to the right of the edit button.
Oh, cool.
Okay, you see it. Is that displaying all your variables in that table, or is there more to the right?
This is it.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, there's more because then there's the AUC score.
Well, pop it out and let's see what it looks like when it's big. No, sorry, not. If you hit, yep, there you go. It should be that one. So there's more on the right, right?
Yeah.
And those first two, those look like just index numbers. We don't need them, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it R creates those.
So if you do square brackets, that's okay. We can just do the same object. If you use square brackets, what I've been doing, took me a while to learn this little trick. Okay. Yeah, that'll help too. but I've also been subsetting on the read.csvs with square brackets. And so you can tell them what, what you want and don't want. Using that row column specification within square brackets.
And to make it smaller, the table, I guess the DT package has like ways of doing things.
Yeah, you can specify number of rows that are initially displayed. Like I said, I can look that stuff up if you want, but you're looking it up now, so that's good. You can just look at it together. I think it looks like this is maybe a good help page. I'm going to put it in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting everything in the private chat. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you know what? It won't let me do normal chat. Sorry. You have to use the private.
Oh.
That's okay, because you're me, technically. That's why I'm it's unlimited in terms of what I can do.
There we go.
Yeah, that to me looked like a pretty helpful help page. Those ones on GitHub or GitHub affiliated, adjacent, or whatever the proper qualifier is, to generally speaking, be pretty helpful. And by the way, Diego, I didn't mean to derail all the progress you were making. So like you said, we can come back to this and make this prettier later if you want to just keep going with content. It looks like what we're probably going to have to do is play with the column widths at least. So I think the first thing I would probably, and keep going with content, but the first thing coming back to it that I would probably do is to introduce hard breaks, line breaks on those column headings, because those column headings, it looks like, are determining the width of the columns. And so if we let the column headings break over 2 lines or 2 or 3 lines, then the width of those columns should follow. Or the other thing, Diego, is and this is kind of hacky, but if you want to rename the column headings, so right now you have your fourth one says number dot of dot variable, and then whatever that name is, if you just rename that to something short, then you'll have more come in. You know what I mean?
Make what shorter?
The column headings, the variable names. So instead of sample size, just change that to n. Instead of number of variables, change that to whatever. And so there's a call name specification. I'll put that in the chat for you if you want to play with it.
Yeah, I could do call names data sum like that. And then first one algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. This should be fine.
Model. Second one just capital N.
Yeah.
Number of variables, that would be
vars, you say, or K.
Yeah, K is better actually. And then AUC score.
Just call it AUC, because remember, we're trying to be short, so more comes up.
There we go.
There you go. That looks better. Oh, why is there a previous though? You still got one. Well, that looks a little weird, doesn't it?
Which one?
Well, the entry search came in weird, and now you got that previous thing down there. What the heck is previous? Oh, that's just the number. For some reason, you're getting stuff stacked in a column when it's supposed to be spread out. Where's my camera? Spread out in rows instead of stacked in one column. So it looks like everything's affiliated with that index number. We still have the index. We got to suppress the index number, and then that should take care of it for us. But again, we can tweak that later. You can tweak that later. That's just a silly little thing. I don't want to derail the content. So maybe just go back to content, and I'll shut up about the DT table.
Okay, so study one. Well, here's the part where I'm going to have to actually open my dissertation. By the way, did you take a look at it?
Not yet, because I'm at the conference. I'll probably read it on the ride back to Minneapolis. We're in Chicago right now, for if anyone watches this.
It's looking neat.
Yeah, no, I did look at the format, but I kind of knew what it was going to look like because we were on a call about that.
Still have to work a little bit more on like discussion part, especially like limitations and things like that, because it has no limitations, so I have to make some up.
Well, don't do too much right now because you're gonna have a bunch of revisions to do after your defense, and we're assuming that the document that you sent us is the same document that you're defending. So don't do anything now.
Oh yeah. Okay, so for study one,
I gotta charge my phone while you do that. You must use caps lock more than most people because that happens to you a lot with the reverse, like capitalization.
What is it?
Caps lock, that keyboard key, you must use that more often than most, I think, because
You,
you when you're scripting too, I've noticed that like a lot of times it'll come in all caps.
you don't use it?
No, almost never. Usually when I by accident, I'm trying to hit shift and I accidentally hit caps lock. So I like my Doctor Strange intro, Diego. Did you add that to the options?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
it's there.
sweet. I'll have to use it now. If we get you to have a YouTube name, I think I can. There's to get access to mods, which maybe there's a different way to do it. I don't know, but there should be some way to get other people to be able to access it. Might as well put hyperlinks into those databases as long as we have the capability, Diego. So Federal Employee Viewpoint Survey, no reason not to put a hyperlink to a description of it. Because that's probably a question I would have. Like, what does that look like? What are the variables? Who runs it? Kind of thing.
You have actually a manual, a technical manual here.
Is that
Technical
on?
report.
That's perfect. Is that available online? Is that like, is there a URL associated with that?
Yeah, I put it on the paper here.
Well, why don't you copy it and let's put it in the presentation too?
Okay.
Because that's easy enough. We just square bracket what you want the hyperlink and then open end parentheses with the URL.
Okay, so I will put it like here.
Yep, square bracket that if you want the whole thing hyperlinked. And then adjacent, no space, open end, normal parentheses, and then in there. But you don't want, what is that in front of it? What did you just do?
JSON.
What is that? I know that's a thing, but I don't know what it is. What is that? JavaScript something?
I thought that's what you said.
No, just open, close, regular parentheses, just like you have, but inside those regular parentheses, put the URL. Nope, no double quotes, just that. See, render that and see if it worked. I mean, that's usually how I hyperlink something. We broke it. Sometimes those hyperlinks, you need to have it popped out into the browser window, yeah. and then it works better. This one might be a little different because it looks like that hyperlink was a PDF. Oh, I wonder, sometimes if you're missing that HTTPS, yeah, because it's coming in as a Chrome extension. See that? That's a weird URL.
Well, let's just start from here then.
Yeah, usually starting with that HTTPS works.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's nice to have that just in case someone asks at that point in time.
And here I give a summary of all this on my dissertation.
Okay. Also, the nice thing about those is if you hit the back button, it should take you back into the slide presentation. So it's pretty easy to navigate that. Ha! You're using the emojis, huh?
Yeah, I used a couple there. So I thought we would need a special package for the emojis, but I guess they just come with Quarto.
No, I think that is I've been using the double colon notation for emojis. If you stole those from like one of mine, so it'll be emo double colon and then emoji. So you are using a package. It's the emo package. It's one of Hadley Wickham's packages.
Hmm.
See
Oh,
there? Yeah, I saw one there on line 12. The inline R emo double colon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So that,
I guess I have the email package
yeah,
installed.
yep, you have it.
Uh, well, I should get going now.
Okay. Well, it looks like you made some pretty good progress.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to touch base before your defense, let me know. Just drop me a note.
Okay.
Otherwise, good job. I'm gonna pop off too.
Okay.
Thanks for covering today.
Yeah, of course. Well, have a good weekend. See
All right.
see you later.
Okay.
Where's the let's see, ending here?